New Hampshire, a land of rugged beauty. Towering pines pierce the sky, crystal-clear lakes reflect the changing seasons. But beneath the picturesque facade lies a darker side, a world of whispers and shadows. This is the domain of the wood devils. For generations, tales have been spun around crackling fires, stories of strange creatures lurking in the deepest parts of the North Country. These are not your typical woodland creatures. The wood devils are something different, something ancient, something unsettling. These legends are most prevalent in Coos County. Here, amongst the dense forests and mist-shrouded mountains, the line between fact and folklore blurs. Locals will tell you that the wood devils are as much a part of this land as the granite peaks themselves. But are they real? Or are they merely figments of overactive imaginations, fueled by long nights and the isolation of the wilderness? Join me as we venture into the heart of New Hampshire to uncover the truth behind the legend of the wood devils. Imagine a creature unlike any you've ever seen. The wood devils are said to be tall and unnervingly thin. Their bodies, often described as being 7 to 10 feet in height, seem to blend seamlessly with the trees, their grayish hair mimicking the bark and shadows of the forest. Some witnesses describe their faces as almost horse-like, with long narrow heads and small piercing eyes. Others claim they resemble a moose, with broad snouts and imposing antlers. The details may vary, but one thing remains consistent. The wood devils are masters of camouflage. They are the embodiment of the forest itself, their forms shifting and disappearing into the undergrowth. This innate ability to vanish into thin air is what makes these creatures so utterly terrifying. They are the unseen watchers, their presence felt rather than seen. A shiver down your spine. The feeling of being observed. These are the hallmarks of the wood devil. Encounters with the wood devils are often fleeting and terrifying. Witnesses describe a sense of dread washing over them, a primal fear that grips the heart and refuses to let go. Then comes the sound, a piercing scream that echoes through the trees. Some say it's a high-pitched wail, others a guttural roar. Whatever the sound, it's enough to send shivers down the spine of even the most hardened woodsman. Those who have seen the wood devils up close speak of their incredible speed and agility. They move with an almost unnatural grace, bounding through the undergrowth, their long limbs carrying them effortlessly over obstacles that would hinder a human. One chilling account comes from a logger named George Lavoie. In 1948, while working deep in the White Mountains, Lavoie claimed to have come face to face with a wood devil. He described it as being at least 8 feet tall, with long gray hair and a face that resembled a horse. The creature let out a terrifying scream before disappearing into the trees, leaving Lavoie shaken to his core. The legend of the wood devils is deeply rooted in the history of New Hampshire's North Country. Tales of these creatures date back to the early 19th century, passed down through generations of lumberjacks, hunters, and settlers. During the 1930s, reports of wood devil sightings surged. It was a time when logging camps were booming, and men were pushing deeper into the wilderness than ever before. Some believed that the stories were simply a way to scare new recruits, to test their mettle against the unforgiving wilderness. Others believed that the increased activity in their territory may have forced the wood devils to reveal themselves more often. Whatever the reason, the stories persisted. In 1952, a hunter named Robert Goulet reported hearing a series of blood-curdling screams in the woods near Errol. He claimed to have seen a tall, shadowy figure darting between the trees, its eyes glowing in the twilight. The stories continued into the late 20th century. In 1997, a hiker named Bill Driscoll claimed to have encountered a wood devil while hiking the Appalachian Trail. He described the creature as being over 9 feet tall and covered in gray fur. It moved with an almost human-like gait, its long arms swinging by its side. The legend of the wood devils has become woven into the very fabric of New Hampshire's culture. These creatures are more than just scary stories told around campfires. They are a part of the state's identity, a reminder of the wildness that still exists in its remote corners. Local artists have drawn inspiration from the legend, creating paintings, sculptures, and carvings that depict the wood devils in all their terrifying glory. Small towns throughout the North Country feature wood devil-themed souvenirs and attractions, embracing the legend and its ability to draw in curious visitors. But beyond the commercial aspects, the wood devils represent something more profound. Their legend speaks to our primal fear of the unknown, the things that lurk just beyond the edge of our perception. They remind us that we are not alone in this world, that there are forces at play beyond our understanding. Section 6. The Skeptic's Perspective. Of course, no good mystery is complete without a healthy dose of skepticism. Many dismiss the wood devil sightings as nothing more than misidentifications of known animals. A bear standing on its hind legs, a moose obscured by the shadows, the tricks that light and fog can play on the human mind. Others believe that the stories are nothing more than tall tales, spun by bored lumberjacks and embellished over time. The isolation of the wilderness, combined with the natural human tendency to seek out patterns and explanations, could easily lead to such stories taking on a life of their own. And what about the piercing screams? Could they be the calls of owls, foxes, or other nocturnal animals, distorted by the dense forest canopy? Science offers plausible explanations for many of the reported phenomena. Section 7. A Legacy of Mystery. Despite the skepticism, the legend of the wood devils persists. Those who claim to have encountered these creatures speak with conviction, their stories too detailed, too emotionally charged to be easily dismissed. Perhaps there is more to the legend than meets the eye. Perhaps the wood devils are a remnant of a time when the lines between the natural and supernatural were blurred. Or maybe they are a testament to the power of human imagination, our need to believe in something beyond ourselves. Whatever the truth may be, the wood devils continue to capture our imaginations. They remind us that there are still mysteries in this world, places where logic and reason give way to the unknown. Section 8. The Thrill of the Unknown. There's a certain thrill that comes with venturing into the unknown. A sense of adventure, of pushing beyond the boundaries of our comfort zones. The legend of the wood devils plays on this primal instinct, drawing us deeper into the wilderness, our senses heightened, our hearts pounding with a mixture of fear and excitement. Will we encounter these elusive beings, or are we simply chasing shadows, our minds playing tricks on us in the stillness of the forest? The answer, it seems, is up to each individual to decide. But one thing is certain, the legend of the wood devils adds an extra layer of intrigue to New Hampshire's wilderness. It's a reminder that there are still wild places in this world where anything is possible. Section 9. Forever Shrouded in Shadow. The wood devils, it seems, are destined to remain creatures of shadow and mystery. Their existence may never be definitively proven or disproven, and perhaps that's part of what makes them so compelling. They are a blank canvas upon which we can project our fears and fascinations, our hopes and anxieties. So the next time you find yourself wandering through the forests of New Hampshire, keep your eyes open and your ears peeled. Listen for the rustle of leaves, the snap of a twig, and if you feel a sudden chill down your spine, you might just be in the presence of something ancient, something wild, something unexplained. The wood devils may forever remain shrouded in shadow, but their legend will continue to haunt the hills and valleys of New Hampshire, a testament to the enduring power of the unknown.